While President Muhammadu Buhari continues to pursue his commitment to fighting corruption in Nigeria, his actions seem to suggest the contrary. The recently passed 2020 budget has revealed several avenues the federal lawmakers are judiciously exploiting privileges to siphon billions of public funds, as was earlier warned by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) in its 2019 report. A close analysis of the 2020 budget exposes 20 agencies which senators and members of the House of Representatives will connive with to divert funds meant for public projects. According to Premium Times newspaper, many of the line items in the budget of these agencies have little or nothing to do with the mandates of these institutions that will carry them out. If only they will carry them out. These agencies include Federal Capital Territory Authority (FCTA). More than half of the 62.4 billion naira budget of the FCTA, which is about 37 billion naira, will be used for the controversial renovation of the National Assembly complex instead of addressing Abuja's deplorable state of infrastructure. Universal Basic Education Commission. The 21.6 billion naira increment in the UBEC budget would cater to several vague projects such as supply of instructional materials to various schools in the Northeast, priced at 500 million naira. The same price for the supply of laptops and writing materials to schools in Borno State. Note, allocation to UBEC falls under the category of statutory transfers. Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President. This office, which advises the President on how to eradicate poverty, had an initial proposal of 34 million naira but was increased to a whopping 5.1 billion naira. The increment is for the supply of planting materials in Kano and Katsina for 250 million naira each, supply of tricycles, motorcycles, sewing machines in Katsina for 500 million, and supply of new vehicles (SDGs) to various constituencies, which will gulp up to 1.9 billion naira. Border Commissions Development Agency (BCDA). Lawmakers raised BCDA's budget from 3.7 billion naira proposed by President Buhari to 5.5 billion naira. The agency, which was founded to provide basic amenities to border communities in the country, will use the extra funds for youth empowerment programs. Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria (SMEDEN). Though SMEDEN was established in 2003 to create an enabling environment for small and medium-scale enterprises (SMEs) to thrive, reports say the mandate has shifted as lawmakers added about 200 projects that include construction and rehabilitation of drainages, entrepreneurial training, and more. Energy Commission of Nigeria (ECN). ECN formulates and coordinates national policies for the government on energy supply. However, this year, it will go into the construction of mini-grid solar systems for small businesses and educational institutions in select local government areas for 1 billion naira each. It would provide streetlights to the College of Education Waka for 500 million naira and other constituencies in Katsina for 200 million naira each. Also, another 200 million naira each will be spent on the construction of solar boreholes in several constituencies. Nigerian Institute of Oceanography and Marine Research. Though created for research, some of the projects it will oversee this year have nothing to do with research or understanding water bodies. It will grade inner city roads and erect solar street lights in some Lagos communities, construct town halls, and supply tricycles in 6 communities in Anambra, all gulping billions. National Directorate of Employment (NDE). NDE's budget was upped from 1.02 billion naira to approximately 14 billion naira. While its vision is to create jobs for all, the increment in its budget is filled with empowerment projects which are hard to track. Nigerian Building and Road Research Institute. Though established on April 1, 1978 to research the building and construction sector of the economy, the institute in the 2020 budget will construct a road across all 6 geopolitical zones for over 2.27 billion naira and construct classrooms in Plateau State with 80 million naira. Project Development Institute Enugu Proda. About 70% of its proposed projects are empowerment-based, as it will, in addition to its mandate, be tasked with buying tricycles for use in Anambra State for empowerment programs. Nigerian Stored Products Research Institute Ilorin, NSPRI, an institute tasked for mitigating post-harvest loss of crops in Nigeria, plans to construct ICT centers and provide equipment in select secondary schools in Lagos at the cost of 768 billion naira. It also has projects slated for Enugu, Niger, Delta and River states. Note, the agency has no office in Enugu and Niger states. Again, 80% of this agency's projects are empowerment projects, which ICPC advised should be suspended. National Center for Agricultural Mechanization. NCAM plans to renovate primary schools, rehabilitate access roads, and install solar street lights in various parts of Lagos for over 250 million naira. Note, this agency does not even have a branch in Lagos State. Federal Cooperative College Oji River. Instead of awarding high national diploma HNDs in cooperative development courses, the college will now procure tricycles and empower women cooperative society organizations in southeast Nigeria for 735 million naira. Although it is a school in Enugu State, it now has plans to execute projects in Bauchi, Rivers, Anambra, Ebonyi, and others. Forestry Research Institute of Nigeria, Ibadan. In the budget of this research institute, it captures a line simply tagged as empowerment, which will cost 50 million naira. No further detail was provided. It will also provide laptops for schools in 7 states. Federal College of Fishery and Maritime Technology, Lagos. This institution, which is designed to award degrees in fishery technology, had 5.5 billion naira added to its initial budget, of which 1 billion naira of this would be used to organize empowerment training in boat operations and fishing for rural fishermen in Lagos. Other MDAs listed include several river basin development authorities such as Lower Benue RBDA, Anambra Imo RBDA, Ogun Osun RBDA, Sokoto Rima RBDA, and Upper Niger RBDA. ICP, through its Constituency Project Tackling Group initiative, had recovered several sealed items by lawmakers meant for empowerment programs that are part of constituency projects. Items worth 117 million naira was in August 2019 traced to Senator Chukwuka Otazi, representing Enugu North Senatorial District, while Godswill Akpabio, Akwa Ibom Northwest, and Isa Misau, Bauchi Central Senatorial District, were also discovered to be hoarding items meant for constituency projects. To date, none of these senators involved have been made to answer for these abnormalities. As a result, in November 2019, President Muhammadu Buhari revealed that 1 trillion naira had been wasted on constituency projects in the last 10 years, of which he had been president for the past 4.5 years. He had gone on to order a thorough investigation to ascertain how these funds were used. However, with these loopholes revealed in the 2020 budget, which he has signed, it seems all may probably be business as usual, with lawmakers tasked with overseeing the implementation of these projects conniving with the MDAs, as cautioned by ICPC. All these raise the question, is the government intent on fighting corruption, or it's all lip service?